Recently, I came to a realisation. I suck at identifying waders. Whilst editing last week's episode, I spent more time researching what the birds actually were, opposed to simply editing the video. Here's the catch though. I actually want to improve. I want to get better at identifying birds and their calls. So to challenge myself, I've come down to the south coast to catch a few waders and maybe spot something new. All in my hopes that I may actually improve just that little bit. Well, there's nothing to it but to do it, so let's go find some birds. Some of the keen-eyed amongst you today may notice that I'm wearing a new camera bag, but more on that in a little bit. But for now, I'm just walking down this track and I've got kind of gorse on one side, trees on the other. And so far, I've been absolutely surrounded by whitethroat, just everywhere. You know, there's been chetties calling, actually a fair few starling thinking about it. But yeah, mostly today, loads and loads of whitethroat. Now, recently I released a video where I basically said, don't trust the apps. Like, yeah, they can be used as a guide, but sometimes I will sort of throw up, you know, odd results. So for example, earlier I was in a location where I was surrounded by whitethroat and it told me that I was listening to a Dartford warbler. Now today I've had the exact same thing. You know, it's a Dartford warbler has popped up on Merlin. But in all fairness, today I am in an area where they pop up. So I do actually have to keep my eyes open for them, because this time it might not be a false positive result. It might be a genuine result. Where I supposedly heard one earlier, I stopped, I waited for around 15 minutes or so. Unfortunately, didn't find one, though I did find a lot more whitethroat. But, you know, I'm going to carry on walking and, well, let's see if I actually find one today. I've just had a juvenile stone chat land so close to me. So again, I'm still just walking down this coastal little path, and well, he was on some gorse on the side of the path and he jumped down for a second, you know, managed to get a few photos, but then he emerged back on the path itself, lovely and low, and then just hopped towards me. And like, I wanted to go in for a low angle, but I didn't want to scare it, so I just kind of stood there like frozen. But yeah, he came so close. So like, I'm going to presume it's a juvenile because it was really rather dark. But yeah, not what I was expecting on that. You know, I thought he would just, well, the second he saw me, he'd scarper on off. But no, he posed lovely on the gorse and, well, yeah, got so super close. I wish I'd managed to catch it on camera, but whilst recording my first waders of the day, these awesome looking oyster catcher, I was interrupted by a massive whoosh. At first, I thought a drone had flown by at speed, but I noticed a large flock of birds all lift off near the tree line, and what appeared to be a very quickly moving grey bird. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was a peregrine falcon, my first bird of prey of the day. Now, all I know is I've never had a bird dive so close to me before, and in matter of a split second, it was all over. I just asked two gentlemen for a bit of help IDing a bird I wasn't too sure with. Now, I thought it was some sort of sandpiper. Turns out it was a dunlin. So, yeah, proves that I definitely need a fair bit more practice when it comes to waders. Okay, first things first, this place is absolutely stunning. Like, I love being by the ocean. And you know what, just seeing the birds around here, awesome. So, in terms of waders, I've had a couple of avocets, the dunlin, but you know what, oyster catcher. Other than that, not really a lot, surprisingly. But I've just been chatting to a few folks, and apparently, because of this bit of a heat wave we're having at the moment, essentially all the marshland has really dried up. So it's quite uncommon for it to be so barren here right now, which isn't too bad. I can still concentrate on other species. I've been trying to keep an eye on all the terns I've been flying by, and I've just had my very first sandwich tern. Now, the photos I got were absolutely trash, but I could zoom in just enough to see the black tips of the wings, which is incredible because it's my very first ever one. It's a lifer for me. So, you know, struggling a bit with the waders. Not that I can tell what they are anyway. You know, again, definitely need to practice when it comes to the waders, but so far today is going amazingly. Hey guys, just jumping in for 1 minute to tell you about this bag. This is the PGYTECH OneMo Tactical in black. This bag has a 35 litre capacity and quite honestly is awesome. Now, full disclosure, PGYTECH did send me this bag free of charge, but that doesn't mean I can't be honest about it. But first, the features. This bag only weighs 1.98 kilograms. It is covered in moly, which means you can whack on so many different accessories, you know, more than you can shake a stick at. The bag is made from a scratch and tear resistant material, and all of the zips are YKK water resistant, meaning they're pretty sweet when it comes to a downpour. Now, I've been on a fair few hikes already with this bag, and so far it's been, quite honestly, awesome. The straps are lovely and thick and supportive, and the back even, features what they call an Aeris frame, which is basically a good bit of lumbar support, bit of support on the sides, and this mesh, which allows air to get through to your back, meaning you don't get anywhere near as hot when you're out and about on a trail. There are only 2 points I don't like about this bag. The first one, I do wish these drink holders were ever so slightly larger, so you don't feel like you're deforming the inside of the bag when you pop your drink in there. And for the price of the bag, I do wish you had an included waist strap. The waist strap on this bag is an optional accessory. You've got to pay for it on the side. And given the price of this bag, I do think it should be included. But quite honestly, folks, other than that, I've actually really been enjoying it. I've been taking it out when I've been taking Flora for a walk. Like, I do really like this bag. And you know what? You will definitely see it more on the channel. If you'd like to find out more or potentially get one yourself, check the link in the description below. And let's get back to the video. There have been a fair few sandwich terns flying on by across the water. So I'm just sitting nice and low, getting my feet nice and wet, and I'm just hoping for one to fly by and hopefully get a nice low shot. Now, a few have gone by already, and typical, chatting to the camera as one comes across. So yeah, a few come over, and I actually just saw one catch a fish. So it dived right in front of me. Now, sod's law, my camera went out of focus as it, basically hit the water, so what are you gonna do, eh? But that was proper cool to see, proper cool to watch. I've got me some waders. So I'm just looking over this little body of water with a couple of little scrapes in it, and I've got myself a pair of little ring plover and also a dunlin. Now, there's also another bird, and they were slightly larger, and well, I think it was a red shank. I'm not actually 100% sure. So I might throw in a little clip of it or a little photo of it, because yeah, I'm not 100%. But this is why I'm trying to go out and essentially find more waders, is because I don't really get many where I'm from, so I don't come into contact with them that much, so I just don't recognise them when I see them. But again, I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to learn, so this is just one little step along that path. I don't think these things are birds, but they're still pretty cool, right? So then folks, I've had an absolutely awesome day here today. And you know what? I came here with a goal of seeing waders. And you know what? I'm leaving, well, I'd say, mission accomplished. I saw many waders today. Who knows if I managed to ID them correctly, but you know what? I'm sure you'll all let me know in the comments if I got anything wrong. So yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, as per usual. So if you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. See you later, folks.